This is Fourth Ward. I think Fourth Ward is the oldest black neighborhood in Houston, historic black neighborhood. A lot of old houses still. Not necessarily from the 1800s, but 1860 something when it was originally called Freedman's Town. Has a lot of history to it. Now you got all the old houses torn down and a lot of new ones being built, which I don't know why they built this type of house. These type of houses so expensive, but they're so cheaply made. It's particle board. These old houses, I don't know what they're doing with them. Hope they're refurbishing them and keeping the historic side of it still. Hopefully someone owns it and it's going to be restored, and hopefully the city doesn't own it, because the city ain't worth the shit. The city owns these properties, just let them go to waste and then tear them down, sell them to a developer. That's the bad thing about the city owning properties, especially historic properties. But yeah, newer homes, apartments, condos, apartment buildings. Old Fourth Ward, or Freedman's Town, which is what it was originally called. It was the after the Civil War, when a lot of black folks that they were freed came down here to live. And some of the roads still have the brick roads, actually hand-laid brick roads. These homes, man. Not chulo. It's sad to see that a lot of these areas have been like supposedly gentrified per se, which means a bunch of new buildings. It's got a lot of history to it. Hopefully I can show some more. As usual, hotter and humid like a motherfucker. Welcome to Texas. Welcome to Houston, Texas, basically. More of a, I guess it's still Fourth Ward, Freedman's Town, and there's all these new restaurants and of course the apartment buildings, right? But I remember when I first got here, a lot of these places are built in the late 90s, the 2000s. There's a lost and found. It's all right. When it's crawfish season, they have good crawfish. They boil it outside. I don't know if they do that anymore, but I used to boil the crawfish out here. You can smell it all the way down, up and down Midtown. That's a cool little spot. And we're heading out towards Midtown, and that's still Fourth Ward. It's not called Fourth Ward anymore, but you know, that's that barbershop I really want to try. Hold on, chulo. Well, not a barbershop, but a salon. Heard good things about it. I don't know, just reviews. I haven't tried it myself yet, but I will. I need a good haircut. Yeah. Mostly all new, like I said. It's a sad thing to see when tear down old houses, man. I hate seeing that. It's just sad to me, the history, you know, this whole entire thing is very historic, but not the houses. There's still a few, but not that many. This is an original black school, the Gregory School. African American library, but it was a school. But why isn't anybody using it, you know? It's like, are they using it? Bien chulo. Such great architecture and owl. Wise old owls. The old homes that were left here, they're still original to this area way back when. They actually did get refurbished and replaced with galleries. Well, this is a gallery now. It's still the original homes. A lot of famous black people lived here, you know. Not famous as in music stars or sports stars. I'm talking about old historic figures that made Houston, you know, that are included in Houston history. And this is still part of it. There's downtown, beautiful downtown. Freedman Town. I need to come here and check it out one day. Can't forget about this place. Houston history. There's still one of the old houses. Hopefully one day, it's all falling apart, man. That's why you never leave anything to the city. Government, never leave anything to government, man. They leave it like this, and then, well, it's too old to refurbish, you know? All these badass old houses. That could be just awesome. Old homes right here. A lot of them still have the old blue and white tile streets. That's historic, big time right there. But wish they would fix these houses up, man. There's so much history in them. Wish I could just buy them and fix them, but they're not for sale. An old home going to waste next to modern day built ones. I mean, look at the difference, the architecture, even on simple homes. These are particle board and the cheapest material you can find, but yet they're going for like 400, 500,000 for this. It's not gonna last as long as those. I'm sure that house there is like over 100 years old. This one was built in the 2000s. It ain't gonna last 100 years, that's for sure. And more condos. It's nice though. I like the street. It's all trees, nice and shaded. And these are all new buildings in the old neighborhood. Not new, but like 2000 new. And right here is the, I'm at the Jefferson Davis Hospital. This is supposedly one of the most haunted places here in Houston. Used to be a cemetery. It was built in 1840. It was here during the Civil War and all kinds of stuff. It even has a crematorium in the back, which I hope I can see. But now they're apartments. I don't know if I can live. I don't know about that one, man. But there's downtown. This is the history to it. Different sections of the somewhere it says in 1840 that purchased 5 acres in the First World War for $750. Passed letters into cemetery at Potter's Field for criminals, suicides, and persons killed in duels. The Negroes burying ground, the commons for all the otherwise provided for, and family plots for the highest bidder. As the only cemetery in use during a 40-year period, it became the final resting place for many citizens of the Republic of Texas and veterans of the Civil War. Also buried in the cemetery were victims of the Houston recurring yellow fever pandemic, which occurred in 1867. Wow. It became a schoolhouse, and now it's apartment buildings. The cemetery was neglected and overgrown. Very few graves were still visible. Jefferson Davis Hospital was built on the site in 1924. Oh, so this building was built in 1924, but this used to be a cemetery. Oh man. Plot in the hospital in a small Confederate section inside the fire department facility. Well, I'll tell you what. They said supposedly, and I don't know, a lot of the graves, since they were unmarked, they didn't really know if they dug everybody out or not. So they say that it's possible that still some graves or people still buried down here. But I don't know, man. I'm sure all this was too. Wish I could go to the back. Well, I probably can. So all this used to be a cemetery. Jefferson Davis Hospital. Really cool spot. Cool place, man. Man, I'm sure there's stories about this place. I wonder if that I watched this one show. They're from California, called Barrier Beyond, I think it is. And man, I would love for them to do a review on this right here, if they're allowed to, because they're apartments now. But there's the hospital crematorium. This is the back of it. And we all know this is all, used to be all cemetery, so I wonder who's buried here and who's not, you know, still remained, since there were so many people left over. And that's the crematorium. See if we can get a closer look here. Unless I get kicked out. And I would actually, come to think of it, I kind of would like to live here, just to see what happens. Ooh, smells like dead animal. But that's the crematorium there. Oh man. Wow. Wow, man. Unbelievable. Big old smokestack. Too bad you can't go around and see it, you know? Can't go in there because it's private property, but over here. Man, I bet that this section's freaking super haunted. Cool little spot though. Wow. Check this out, man. What the freak? Gotta be careful around here, because here in Texas we have freaking snakes, everything else, and mosquitoes. God damn it. Wow, man. Hospital crematorium. There it is, the smokestack. Oh no, yeah, that is the smokestack. Right there. There it is right there. Wow, man. What a fascinating place, man. It really is. What a fascinating freaking place, man. There's the something. It wants to fall. I wish there was a plaque or something would have a, would actually be a really cool place to live. Crazy, man. I think this is not fourth ward anymore, Freedman's Town, but I think I might have entered a little too far, but still. I wonder if people have stories here, you know, like what they've encountered. I wonder what they've encountered, if they've encountered anything at all. like ghost stories or what, you know. I've heard a few stories. What a place, man. A lot of Confederate soldiers buried here from the Civil War. Oh, it was First Ward. Oh, it is First Ward. A prominent landmark in the First Ward neighborhood, the three-story construction building, 3 clear brick central projects, fluted columns. Wow, man. I'm actually interested to know if I can get an apartment here. That would be really cool. We're getting so much into history, man. It's such a cool spot.